Welcome back. Now, this morning on the Power Breakfast Show, we're excited and delighted to be hosting the KDF Forces Band. As you can see on your screen, they're right there at our gate, ready to entertain us this morning. And Patrick Igunza will be talking to them a bit later, just to find out what it takes to be part of this band, what it entails to come up with such beautiful music that they tend to entertain us with during state functions. For now, let me just quickly hand you over to that other side where they have already started performing. As you can see them walking into the communication center here in Nairobi, and Patrick Igunza will take it up from there.
Thank you very much indeed, and what a wonderful way of starting this Thursday morning. Indeed, it is the KDF military band gracing this particular edition of the Power Breakfast Show. The service men and women who not only ensure that our borders are protected, that our sovereignty is upheld, but also ensure that we get entertained whenever that particular opportunity presents itself. And right now, I will be joined by the man who ensures that this particular exercise takes place and takes place in a way that it's supposed to. Thank you very much for joining us. Perhaps out of courtesy, just begin by introducing yourself and the role that you do play as far as the KDF military band goes.
I'm Major Martin Makadian Amboka. I'm the Assistant Director of Music Kenya Army Band and the officer in charge of this Army School of Music. I'm also in charge of training all the men in as pertains music, especially military music, national music, and other tunes, and the techniques of the instruments.
And it's no doubt that actually people are very, very impressed on how you are performing. If you look through the windows, everyone is trying to get a glimpse of what's happening. Perhaps, what is it that makes this almost perfect when it comes to this performance?
It's a matter of practicing, rehearsing thoroughly, and perfecting everything so that when it comes to the performance, we perform it perfectly. Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. There you have it. It's a matter of practicing and making sure that it's almost to perfection. I will pave way for them to continue giving us a number of songs before we actually continue with the interview. Remember, you can join the conversation, hashtag Power Breakfast, Twitter account at Citizen TV Kenya, at Patrick Igunze, at Willis Raburu, at Kerigo Ngaro, at Wahiga Maura. Let us know what you feel about this particular show and let the conversation go. In KDF Military Band, take it away. Thank you very much indeed. It's all happening here on Citizen Television. The show is Power Breakfast. And what a wonderful way, once again, as I had mentioned before, we are just bringing music right into your living room. Major, if you may just come again and join me and hold this mic here. People are asking, how do you normally decide which songs are going to be part of your performance? We've had you play Abrahamu that has just ended. We had you play Mabataro and also Kwetu Pazuri. What is it that actually informs the kind of songs that you play as a band?
It depends on which kind of function we are performing, and then we decide the music that suits the function. Yeah.
Okay, and initially we used to have lots of patriotic songs that used to actually just make us proud as Kenyans. But we've seen in the recent past you're sort of diversifying into contemporary music, some of the gospel music and also music that are just being done by our local artists. What is it that informs this?
Yeah, it depends on the design of music. You know, not every music can suit in matching, and our duties especially we base on matching very much. And if you compose a music that has no rhythm to suit the matching, then there's no way we can adapt it.
Okay.
And we also believe that singing the local the local tunes, especially the church music, is promoting our local musicians, and it's also a matter of prayers. Yeah.
Okay, and people are also asking, are these military officers or are they just in the service for the purpose of performing these musical pieces?
My brother, these are professional soldiers. They undergo soldiers training, basic training, and all the other military trainings. And as we are talking, some of these people have just come from Somalia. Some are still in Somalia. Some are in Sudan. Even me, myself, I was just recently in Darfur. And they are soldiers just like the others.
Okay, so you've basically performed the art of using the gun when need comes and also ensuring that those melodious tunes come out of these instruments, right?
Yes.
Okay, and tell me, when it comes to who joins this particular band, what is the criteria?
Yeah, it's normally advertised who qualifies to join the band. He must be physically fit. All the requirements that are advertised are met. Then we recruit the guy and we train him. He becomes a musician.
Do you have any age limits as to who is actually permitted to join this particular band?
Correct, my brother. The age limit is between 18 and 26.
18 and 26.
Correct.
Okay, so there is room for the youth here. Do you have any youthful performers here?
Yeah, of course. We have our last born here.
Okay.
Yes.
Am I allowed to talk to her?
Yeah, you can
help me with the microphone. Introduce yourself. What's your name?
I'm Veronica Njeri. Yeah.
Veronica Njeri. For how long have you been playing?
It's 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And what would you say about your experience so far?
It's good. According to, for the first time, I didn't know how to play, but now at least I'm somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel as a servicewoman amongst a majority of men in this particular band?
I feel good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Major, tell me, when you said some of them just came from war-torn countries,
Yes.
when you're out there in the field protecting the nation and also doing what's expected of you, do you sometimes have sessions where you can play musical instrument as a motivation to the servicemen?
In this kind of a serious business, we didn't have time actually because the setup of the formation was not enough for the members to play music. You get that in most of the time we are the defense people. We protected the defense. This is the defense platoon to every formation.
Okay.
Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I'm seeing all of you are donned in red,
Yes.
perhaps simplifying you from the army
Yes.
service. We also have the Navy and the Air Force.
Correct.
Do they also form part of the KDF military band? And why is it that perhaps they are not here today?
Yeah, they are part of the KDF band. They are not here just because today they are performing another assignment, like the Kenya Navy band is in Doret already rehearsing for the pass out parade for the recruits, and the Air Force band is performing the rehearsal for the Guard of Honor. Yes.
There you have it, viewers. The KDF military band made up of the three services: the Navy, the Army, and also the Air Force. And today we only have the Army that are representing the entire band because of other obligations when it comes to their service. And so we will again toss it back to the band so that you can keep us entertained, and we'll come back for more questions, especially from our viewers. And join the conversation, hashtag Power Breakfast News, Twitter handle at Patrick Gunze, at Willis Raburu, at Kirigongarwa, at Wahiga Maura, Citizen, at Citizen TV Kenya. Let's keep talking as we get entertained.
Correct.
Thank you. So thank you very much again. Even though Nafanya, this is the Power Breakfast Show, and it's happening only here at the Communications Center. I wonder if people at home are enjoying themselves as we are. Everyone is dancing to these best tunes. And Major, we will now have a look at some of the feedback that is coming through our social media platform. And one here reads, I'm a graduate of music. I did music of the band. Have tried to join the military severally, but I have failed. Now I'm 33. Can I still join?
No.
Why is that so?
The limit age of joining is between 18 and 26 years old.
Okay. And another one reads here, how can we contact them if need be? This is Odima from Busia. How can they contact you?
Yeah, they just write a letter to our headquarters and they will get me. Or maybe if somebody wants to get me, my number is always available.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. And there is another one here that reads, do you train the youth? I think you'd address this, but do you train the youth also, or one must be a military personnel only for continuity? This is some.
Sometimes back we used to assist orphans from the military, especially those ones whose their parents are perished. We used to assist them, we train them, and when the chances occur, we used to absorb them.
Okay.
But nowadays, we recruit directly from RTS. After training them as recruits, they join the band and we train them.
Okay. And there's another light one here that says, uyo last born ako chonjo. Lakini hatukusikia venye alisema. Cameraman, zoom kwake. Zoom kwake tena tusikie. Anasemaje. Kuja labda tena last born. This is out of public demand. Wametaka kusikia tena ukibonga. Kwa hivyo utuambie jina yako tena, alafu instrument yenye una play na venye una feel tu ukiwa lady kwa hii band.
Okay.
Acha tumshikie.
Sawa. Naitwa Veronica Njeri. I play clarinet. Hii nimeshika. And kuwa lady kwa band ni kitu mzuri. And I feel good. Yeah.
Inakubamba?
Sana.
Okay. Alafu Major, kuna the other man wanasema ule jamaa anazungushanga fimbo. I think that's the drum major. Yeah, if you can kindly just tell him to come here so that he can show people what exactly he does. Karibu, his warrant officer one, Lucas Okoth. Perhaps tell us, what is it that you normally hold this rod, and what is it meant for? People want to know.
Yeah, that is drum major mess, and normally the drum major uses that one to direct the band, the direction where they're going. Yeah.
Okay. Na hiyo kuzungusha venye mnazungushanga, is it training? Does it have any order? Ama you just play with it the way I would play with my walking stick?
Yeah, you have to train that one. It has all the sequence. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you able to demonstrate just a little bit the tactics? We see you throwing it up in the air sometimes. Has it ever fallen?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Okay. And has it ever fallen?
Not, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Show us the way you normally do it. And Major, if perhaps we can have some music just to help him go about that as he shows the public exactly. And it looks quite heavy. Okay. Yeah, you can start. Thank you very much. Umeona hapo design yake siko juu. My cameraman hapa ananiambia anaitwa Chirchir. Anasema uko juu. Uko juu. Cameraman, let's just go back there. There are those people also playing those wind instruments, if I'm not wrong, and I just like to have a word with them. Hello, officer. Mambo vipi?
Nzuri sana.
Uko safi?
Niko sawa kabisa.
Jina lako na the kind of instrument that you play?
My name is David Otik Kipsang. I play euphonium. Na imenipamba sana. Na hii instrument yangu ni chombo changu ambaye amenifurahisha sana. Yeah.
Lakini wind instrument, you use a lot of pumzi, si ndio? Kutoka huko. Sometimes unasikiaje huko kwa shingo, na how do you normally ensure that sauti haipotei na pia muscles azumi when it comes to blowing this particular instrument?
Kwa sababu nimezoea na nimezoea hawezi kusikia uchungu kwa sababu ni kitu practice, needs a lot of practice, needs a lot of energy. So you have to put yourself in a manner whereby you practice a lot, and then you will not feel anything. You will feel just okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And is it any different, perhaps, is it any different? Is his different from this one? Hii inakaa iko na mdomo kubwa zaidi. Our veteran broadcaster anaitwa Fredo Bachi Machokana zitanga midomo ya bata. Ndio hizi sasa. Labda tuambie hii inaitwaje na tofauti yake na hii ni nini?
Tofauti ya hii na hii ni tuba, hii inatoa bass. Na hii inatoa bass na ni unison. Yes.
Hebu puliza tu kiasi tusikie hiyo bass yake inasemaje, kama inaweza kufanya majirani wa mke. Piga tu wasikie. Twende sasa. Kabisa. Sasa umecheki hapo, inaitwa tuba. Kazi yake ni kutoa bass. Na kuna ingine hapa inakaa historical kiasi lakini sijui inajitaje. Labda sasa if you can just tell us what's the name of this particular instrument. Na iko na ndevu pia mzee.
Inaitwa glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel.
Marching, yeah, glockenspiel marching. Yeah.
Kazi yake ni nini bana?
Hii kazi yake ni inapigwa wakati wa marching. Ndio kusudi ni kama piano, watu ukiangalia hizi ni kama zile za white na hizi ni zile za black. So huwa inaweka urembo kidogo kwa muziki. At least inakuwa unasikia kwa umbali. Kanasikiza kwa umbali mzuri kabisa.
Okay, na hizi ndevu ni za nini?
Hii ni maridadi yake. Wakati una march, unaona vile naye pia iko na madoido yake.
Okay.
Madoido yake.
Lovely.
Ndio.
Thank you very much. You can join the conversation #PowerBreakfast. Our Twitter handle is @CitizenTV Kenya, @Patrick Igunza, @Kirigongarwa, @Willis Raburu. We're just about winding up here, but before we do it, Major, there is another question that's coming in from one of the audience. He's asking, what are some of the challenges that the KDF military band faces?
Yeah, the challenges actually are that we train mature people, and training a mature person to become a musician is a bit of a problem, because he's having so many problems. He has maybe family problems, other issues, other responsibilities. So concentration is more or less than training a young one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. And at what point do people normally hang their instruments? Like, it's done, it's a wrap for me, I need to retire, it's done, my participation in the band. Does that point actually come?
Hey, my friend, we are the most disciplined group in the KDF, because we mix with the public from time to time, and it will never rise. We have never experienced that, and we don't expect it to happen. Unless somebody's retirement age has come, he just retires peacefully, but not just hanging up.
Okay. And we are also given to understand that you've been actually awarded severally when it comes to composition of some of your set pieces and chorals. Can you confirm that?
Yes, I did this when I was in UK. I composed a fanfare and it became #1 internationally. I also composed a choral setting. It became #1. Comparing, I became #1. And also, I also composed a military march, Masai Warrior, which is still the standing march up to today. It was the best since 1994. It's still the best until to date.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. And there is a song that we are being told that one of our audience has requested for. What is it again? My Land and Sea, something of that sort? By Land and Sea. By Land and Sea. They are saying that it's a very patriotic song about protecting our nation or something of that sort. If you may just tell us more about it.
By Land and Sea, you know, the composer was really aiming at explaining how the fighters were ready to fight even in the sea and even on the land and even in the air. Although it's only mentioned by land and sea, but it has a rich meaning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can kick off with that as we almost are winding up this particular segment. We do appreciate the feedback that is coming in. Keep sending them. Keep the talk going. That's a hashtag Power Breakfast, and also our Twitter handle at Citizen TV Kenya, at Patrick Igunza, at Kirigongarwa, at Wahiga Mora, at Willis Raburu. For everyone who's made this particular show a success, it's an appreciation to you all. We cannot do this without you. Today, it was the KDF military band who have been gracing this particular show. Be prepared for something new, something spontaneous, as we always do it right here. Enjoy the rest of this entertainment. My name is Patrick Igunza. Have a great morning.